If I was to go back to a younger version of myself, it's like, okay, this isn't permanent. The unlearning was the belief that I would be happy or fulfilled when X happened. It was future-paced. As a younger version, I resisted what was painful or I avoided what was painful. At this stage of my life, it's like, oh, okay, God, all right. And this too, there's a gift in this pain. Life is within us and life's a miracle. One of the gifts of age is the falling away of what feels a little less authentic here now. I find this stage of life and chapter much more natural.
Yes.
And I'll look at versions of myself, say when I was in my 20s, and physically, of course, it's like, you know, wow, looking young. But I wouldn't change this version of who I am today with her.
What do you have now that you didn't have in your 20s?
Ease, a comfort within, lived wisdom. I think that's the gift of pain. As pain rearranges us or pain decimates us. On the other side of that, I think we have just a stronger foundation, a stronger clarity, and lived wisdom. Hindsight is always so beautiful to look back, and that's the gift that often isn't spoken about, or the lens even of appreciation. You know, you hear women or men turning 40 and it's like, what the heck, I'm freaking 40, you're turning 50. And you know, the notion that life is over, and it's actually, in my experience, it's just really a new beginning. So it's funny, sometimes I'll, you know, look back at pictures and I'll think like, what on God's green earth was I wearing? Like, what was I thinking? And I didn't have social media. I just joined social media a year ago. That's possibly the illusion of life, is the external dangles, like so much attention and focus and conditioning as well. You know, not even recognizing the imprinting of who we think we are supposed to be or look like or be like. And I was her, the one that was dressing for others, looking to please others. And ironically, that goodness is inside of me. It exchanged fuels. You know, it comes from more of a natural way of being today rather than that forced kind of projected. I have compassion for that version of myself at this stage of my life. And I think sometimes you can't tell somebody something. I suppose we can reflect the possibility in a kinder way, but a lot of times it's a satiation. It's because the external things, they might be pleasurable, but it's not everlasting. It's not a quality of fulfillment or joy. Pleasure is an instant. Attention is an instant, and it fades away. And I think there's also an unconscious reward. It can be addicting. The unlearning was the belief that I would be happy or fulfilled when X happened. So it was future-paced. I recognize at this stage of my life that fulfillment is this moment.
The present.
It's this space, this moment.
What do you think is the thing that kills women's spark internally the most?
I would say for myself, it was, number one, it's overlays of thoughts and beliefs of not enoughness or I can't, and also the innocent voice that we can all have of the victim, believing that he or she or them or they, that they're the ones who are wrong, rather than the willingness to self-reflect and to take responsibility for our experience and how we're being and relating. I find that to be powerful, and in that space of willingness, I suppose, to see ourselves, I think our spark more naturally and intrinsically, our light, our radiance, our essence, our nature, whatever you want to call that, more naturally flows. External blame and demonization, from my own experience, if I look back to times and I'll see that, can see suffering on our faces. There's that a density to it, a heaviness to it. We're all there and we all will be there again. It's human.
Yes.
And I think that's the understanding that can be missed, the allowance of it all, and the allowance to know that whatever you're experiencing, it's normal, it's okay. And it's a moment in time.
Yes.
So if I was to go back to a younger version of myself, it's like, okay, this isn't permanent. You're not going to feel this way forever. Ask questions. Byron Katie's a very dear friend of ours.
She's great.
She's such a dear beloved sister on the path. Yes, and the work. What I love about it is just, I mean, any inquiry, what am I missing? What am I missing in this situation? Because the mind will always show us the external. I think that's the gift of the turnaround, to self-reflect and to see oneself. Because the truth is, we've all been hurt. We've all done hurtful things. You know, we've all done, like, we've all missed.
Yes.
We've all missed. And so I think like that's the greatest freedom, is to recognize we're all not so different. We're all not so different. We're all making our way in this human experience, and can be legit at times and beautiful. You know, as a younger version, I resisted what was painful, or I avoided what was painful, or I distracted myself from what was painful. And now it's, at this stage of my life, it's like, oh, okay, God, all right, and this too, you know, and this too, end this too. There's a gift in this pain, or in the loss or death or whatever, or cancer diagnosis, because I mean, we've certainly had it all. I thought I was going to lose Tone a number of years ago. He had an internal bleed that we weren't aware of, and he was on stage. And yet, as I reflect back to that chapter of our life, and it was really painful and scary, I also see that they were some of our most intimate, like, moments, like those moments when death comes closer. I think it really wakes us up, or at least that's certainly been my experience to, I don't know what maybe possibly we took for granted the moment or years before. As life changes, or our parents age, or a diagnosis comes, or your partner, your children, they have a diagnosis, or even with my own health, I think it just, it's really like it rattles us to the core, to shake us awake, to not miss the miracle. That no matter how painful or what is happening in life, or even on the world stage, you know, you look at social media and or the news, and there's a lot of confusion, and the only world that I can really affect is here, and that affects the world around me. I find that really powerful and freeing, to recognize that we can get all so seduced out here, and our attention is out here, that we can miss, how am I being in this moment? And life is within us, and life's a miracle. And no matter how painful or complicated or overwhelming, there's still the gift of life that is happening. I woke up this morning, my body's being breathed. I did nothing for that. We all think we're so brilliant and doing all these things, and yet we can miss that actually there's a miracle of life that's happening actually within us and around us.
Yes.